So I have some lower control arms here for my car. I'm going to go ahead and open the box. Take a look at them. So I'll be installing these. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure this is how it's supposed to rest when it's installed. But everything looks good, and I guess it's time to start taking the wheels off and putting them in. So I've got these rubber pieces that came in a 4-pack. They sit on top of your jack stand. You just slide them on like so. And they're designed for your car so that you line them up with the piece here that you use your car jack to jack it up if you have a flat tire. But this way it can hold your car up without having to find a place underneath your vehicle. I'm going to see how they work out because I've never used them before, but this seems like a good time as any to try and figure it out. Alright, so far so good. Looks like it's working out. And now to get back to the control arm. This is the control arm I'll be replacing. And I'm going to start from this side. Well, there we go. From this side over here, and then I'll work my way back around. There's 3 bolts here. I'll use this as an example. There's 3 bolts on this front piece. Looks to be 17 millimeters. I'm going to remove them, and then I'm going to work on the 2 back pieces. I'm going to use this one last, that way when it's done I can just pull it right out. So right now I'm going to be working on 3 bolts on the bottom of this one. It's under there somewhere. Alright, these are the 3 bolts that came out. These 2 in the front, this one's in the back. The next thing I got to take out is I'm going to remove this bottom piece here, and this is for the sway bar. I'm going to have to take it off on both sides, and then this way I can lift the sway bar out of the way, and then I can get to this bolt in the back, which is a 19 millimeter. Alright, to make things easier, I went ahead and just removed the entire thing, and that way I'll just put it back. And I'm going to keep it in the right position so I know what side's up and what side's down, just because that's how it's worn in. Alright, and then the next thing is those 19 millimeters in the back. So here's a side-by-side of what they look like. So here's the new bushing, old bushing deteriorating, also bushing here, this bushing coming apart. Piece already came off, and then this is the bottom bracket piece. What I used was a 17 millimeter here, 14 millimeter here, 2 19 millimeters, and another 19 millimeter to take it apart. Side off, and we can do a quick comparison. So bushing here, this bushing is completely destroyed, and then here we go. This one, not so bad. Here's the sleeve that has to go back on. So this isn't so bad, but this one's completely shot. So it was definitely due for replacement. So now it's time to put the new one back in. So I'm going to put it back in the opposite way of where I took it out. So I started at the front and worked my way around. So now I'm going to start with putting the bushing in first. Now, the thing about the bushing is that with this piece right here, there's this clip nut that goes on top, and that's what holds this into place when you put the nut back through. I have slid the bushing in right here. I've lined up my holes here, and I have set these 2 bolts in place, and that's going to hold everything while I tighten down this. Like I said before, this has to go on top, and that way it holds into place. And the next thing I'm going to do is put the nut through. Much trial and error. There we go, it's back on, and you can see the clip here that holds it in place. So now that that's done, the next thing is there is a, here it is, slide piece that fits over this piece right here. I'm going to tighten these down next. So I got my bolts tightened down. I have all of these bolts tightened down. As for the sway bar, I'm going to wait until after I get the driver's side done, and then I'm going to reconnect this sway bar. But this way it's up and out of the way for when I start working on these bolts on the other side.